One more. Yep. 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 Again. Yep. One more. Yep. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay, so it's a couple of days after making the base of our prototype. Elliot isn't here and I couldn't find anyone to give me a hand today, which is a little bit annoying because it means there's no one to strike. I don't particularly want to be hitting this by hand all day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up doing this under the power hammer. So sorry if some people are a bit cheesed off with that, but the basic principles of this are exactly the same as using the Massey. We're going to draw out, initially I'm going to draw out one side of the anvil. I'm going to try and keep this one flat on one direction and in line so we get a heel, and then on the other side I'm going to end up trying to draw out a bit. So I'm going to do that now on the Massey and see how we go. Okay, really happy with where we're at the minute. But the next thing that I'm going to say, this might be where I lose some of you. And forgive me, I'll talk more about this at the end, but I'm going to be MIG welding this together. When we do the real piece, the 80 kilo piece, I will be stick welding the root welds in and then MIG welding the rest. One of the things I'm thinking of doing in order to make this, this whole build just that little bit easier, and I'm just going to take this off here just quickly, is to make this in two pieces, to actually chop this in half, and the stock that turns up, this will be made in two pieces, and then this top piece will be made in one piece, and then we're going to lay that on top like so, okay? And that will be our Anvil build, and then a piece of some sort of EN24 or something is going to get placed on top like so. Hopefully that's going to look grand as well, but basically that's the build. That's what we're going to do. That's what I'm going to try and do. We'll talk more about this and why I'm doing this process later on at the end. So far so good, I'm really enjoying this, and hopefully we'll be able to build our 80 kilo anvil this way, which will be very successful. Might not be the most traditional, but it will be successful. Right, I'm going to MIG weld this together, or at least tack the bottom half together, get it up to a nice temperature in the forge, and then do some nice big chunky welds along the inside here, and get it all nice and tidy. Well, this turned out lovely. It's just sitting down, cooling down at the minute, and I'm really pleased with the outcome. There are a few things that I'd like to change. The first thing is I'm not so happy with the weld here. It's a bit hard to get in there to clean it out, and it does look a bit messy. You know, it looks like a weld, which isn't necessarily what I'd want. And I think I would like to reduce the thickness of the top plate here. But all being said, it's turned out really nicely, and I'm really pleased with it, and it shows that this can be achieved. Like I said earlier on in the video, I think I might make this in two halves here, then weld these two together with the top on, with the bick and everything in, and then weld a hardened plate on for the 8,000 subscriber challenge. Just quickly, the measurements for this, it's just, after all the grinding and fettling and stuff, and forging, it's just under 2 inches, it's just under 50 mil. It is roughly 9 inches 1/8 long, which is 230 millimeters, and it stands 120 mil high, which is 4 inches and 3/4. It's really achievable at home, this. Yeah, you need a substantial fire. If you've got one of the big Alex Steel Styly gas burners, I reckon you could get most of this done in there. And again, going up in scale, if you went up to the another size up, so we went from 50 square, 2 inch square, up to 80 mil square, which would be 3 inches and 1/4. it would give you stock that would end up producing something that is a bit larger than this. Now, I'm intending to use this anvil. It's going to come home and it's going to get used as a little jewellery anvil for my girlfriend Ella, and be used in our workshop there. But I genuinely believe that you could forge, well, and that's why we're going to try and do it. You can do this with very simple hand tools. I would have liked to have made this whole one without any hand tools, but Elliot wasn't here. You do need a striker. You do need some simple hand tools to do it with a striker. But yeah, I reckon we can do it. Me and 4 of the guys are going to come up here and we are going to make an anvil together. We're going to produce something that weighs about 80 kilos is my hope. The problem with having an anvil, the problem with making an anvil out of stock that large is that you instantly run into the pitfall that you need larger equipment to work it. And one of the pieces of equipment that needs to be larger is our heat source. Now, I do want to get a larger fire, but I don't have the means to do that at a minute. And so I don't think I'm going to be able to get it hot enough to do some of the things. So Elliot, for example, really wants to do fire weld the top plate on, and I would love to be able to do that, but 2 things are holding me back at the minute. Firstly is I don't think I have the skill level to do that. I don't think I'm good enough to do that. I'm not a very good fire welder as it is, and I don't believe that I have the skill or the knowledge to then scarf a plate up along here, join it together, and then perform a jump weld on there like that. I just can't do it. Also, joining these 2 together, I just don't feel like I have the ability to do it in the size stock that we're going to be using. I might have been able to get away with it with this one, but again, I don't feel that I actually have the ability to do it here kit-wise, and secondarily, I don't have the skill set. Thirdly, and this is the real caveat, this is the one that really makes the decision about how we're going to build it, is this little darling here is going to cost somewhere in the region of £500 to make. The actual anvil that we're going to make for the project is going to cost £500 to make, not including all the fuel, food and beer that I'm going to have to ply my minions with when they get here. So yeah, it's just super expensive to make an anvil. And then to mess it all up by burning the nice high carbon steel plate that I'm going to order to weld onto the top of this one, weld onto the top of there, just so we can burn it in a fire that we've made outside, which gets out of control and kills someone. So that's not what I want to do. I don't want to waste any money. I would like to have something at the end that's an actual anvil that we'll actually use in videos. People will actually be forging on the anvil that we made. If that's the case, I'll make more of them. And that's what I want. That's what I would like to achieve here at the channel, is, you know, something that works and something that we can use. That's everything. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed seeing me make the anvil up to this point. It's going to get polished. I need to put my touch mark in, but I'm being a wuss and I don't want to wreck it now. So I need Elliot, and I'm going to drill a hole. I'm going to drift that out square in the back for a little hardy hole. It's all going to get done. So there will be a little bit more on this. It's not going to be around the corner. It's going to be between the actual build and this. So that's what we're going to do very soon. Leg vise is going to get done also. It will be finished next week sometime. Fingers crossed. I'm waiting for some stock to turn up to finish some bits off for that. We've got some panels that are going in. I've got a new customer that's coming up with some... Oh, and this is the other thing. I'm really sorry that I'm not making very many videos at the minute. I'm really stressed at the minute. There's a lot of work on. I've had a few issues with a friend. There's been other problems as well that have been sort of kicking around. There's lots of work with the other people that I work for, quite high profile stuff that's taking up a lot of time, needs a lot of my brain power, which is limited. Really sorry the videos aren't there at the minute. I am mega stressed. I am feeling it a little bit. But this is great fun. I've really enjoyed doing this. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are a subscriber, please ring that bell for notifications because it tells you every time I make a video. Remember, there's an Etsy and also my Instagram. They are in the description below. Go and check both of those out. You might find something over there you like. There's everything from stock to make hammers with on the Etsy, all the way through to actual completed projects, hammers. Just sold a poker to a very lovely gentleman very recently. So please go and check those out. Really helps, really supports the channel. Oh yeah, you can get your baseball caps and your t-shirts and stuff over there as well. Chuck your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this. Let me know if you think I cheated by welding it together with the old electric welder. Do you think this is a good project? Do you think it's achievable at home? I'd love to know your thoughts. Please let me know in the comments down below. That is everything. I'll leave a link up here to a video of me making the leg vise. I'll leave another link down here to another video of me making a leg vise, and this is the subscribe. Thanks, guys and girls. Bye bye.